In this in-depth update, we will be exploring 5 key stories that are making waves in the world of football, all centered around Chelsea and its players. From the rise of young academy star Tyrique George, the current situation with Mykhailo Mudryk, and Conor Gallagher's flourishing career abroad, to Raheem Sterling's remarkable achievement in the Champions League, and Chelsea's pursuit of Barcelona's defensive ace Jules Koundé. Each story sheds light on the developments shaping one of England's biggest football clubs. Let's dive into the action and begin with the exciting journey of Tyrique George. Chelsea's academy has long been regarded as a factory of talent, consistently producing players capable of excelling at the highest levels of football. One of the newest stars on the rise is 18-year-old Tyrique George, a player whose performances in the club's under-21s have been nothing short of electrifying. The young winger has been making headlines recently, particularly after an outstanding performance in the Premier League Cup, where he scored a hat-trick to help his team secure a thrilling 6-3 victory over Brentford under-21s at Kingsmeadow on September 15, 2024. This performance not only demonstrated George's ability to perform under pressure, but also earned him significant praise from his manager, Felipe Coelho. Coelho, who took over as the manager of Chelsea's under-21 side in the summer after an impressive season with Estoril's U23s, has been highly complimentary of George's development. The 39-year-old coach praised the teenager not only for his finishing, but for the overall team dynamics that led to those goals, noting the chemistry and communication that allowed George to find the back of the net so effectively. Coelho's emphasis on teamwork and George's individual brilliance suggests that the young winger has a bright future ahead of him. Now, shifting gears to a different part of the squad, let's focus on a more established player who has been at the centre of speculation, Mykhailo Mudryk. Mykhailo Mudryk arrived at Stamford Bridge in January 2023 with high expectations resting on his shoulders. The Ukrainian winger had been touted as one of the most exciting young talents in European football, but since his arrival, Mudryk has struggled to find the consistency needed to cement his place in Chelsea's starting lineup. Despite occasional flashes of brilliance, he has not yet lived up to the hype, and this has inevitably led to speculation about his future. In recent weeks, rumours have emerged suggesting that Mudryk might be considering a move away from Chelsea in the upcoming January transfer window. Some reports claim that the 23-year-old was dissatisfied with his role at the club and could be looking for a fresh start elsewhere. However, these rumours were quickly shut down by renowned transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, who insisted that there is no truth to the speculation surrounding Mudryk's potential departure. According to Romano, Mudryk remains fully focused on improving his performances at Chelsea and has not been involved in any discussions about a possible move. The club too is committed to helping him rediscover his form under the guidance of head coach Enzo Maresca. The Italian tactician has already demonstrated his firm approach to man management, dealing with high-profile stars like Raheem Sterling and Ben Chilwell in a direct manner when necessary. For Mudryk, the message is clear. He must prove his worth on the pitch and earn his spot in the team. Now that we've covered Mudryk's situation, let's move on to another intriguing story involving a former Chelsea player who's making waves abroad, Conor Gallagher. While Chelsea's squad underwent significant changes over the summer, one of the most high-profile departures was that of Conor Gallagher. The 24-year-old midfielder, who had been a key figure for Chelsea last season, made a big move to Atletico Madrid in the summer transfer window, securing a £34 million deal that saw him swap the Premier League for La Liga. Since joining Atletico, Gallagher has hit the ground running, impressing both fans and his new manager Diego Simeone. Known for his intense style of play and tactical discipline, Simeone has found the perfect fit in Gallagher, whose box-to-box energy and work ethic have made him a valuable asset to the team. Gallagher wasted no time in making an impact, scoring his first goal for Atletico in a 3-0 victory over Valencia. He has also featured in the UEFA Champions League, coming off the bench in Atletico's win over RB Leipzig in the group stage. Former Chelsea star Marcel Desailly has been vocal in his support of Gallagher's move, suggesting that joining Atletico could take the midfielder's game to the next level. Desailly praised Gallagher's decision to embrace the challenges of playing under Simeone, noting that the Argentine manager's high demands will push him to improve both individually and as part of a collective unit. Desailly's endorsement highlights the potential Gallagher has to grow into an even more complete player during his time in Spain. Next up, let's turn our attention to Raheem Sterling and his historic achievement in the Champions League. Raheem Sterling has been a prominent figure in English football for over a decade, and now the 29-year-old winger has added a new chapter to his illustrious career. On loan at Arsenal from Chelsea, Sterling recently became the first player in history to represent 4 different English clubs in the UEFA Champions League. This incredible milestone was reached during Arsenal's 0-0 draw with Atalanta in Bergamo on September 18, 2024, when Sterling came on as a substitute in the 72nd minute. Sterling's Champions League journey began in 2014, when he made his debut for Liverpool, and it has since taken him to Manchester City and Chelsea before arriving at Arsenal. Throughout his career, Sterling has been a consistent performer on Europe's biggest stage, and he will be hoping that his time with Arsenal allows him to add the one major trophy that has eluded him so far, the Champions League title. Sterling's experience and versatility make him a key asset for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal side, and his influence could prove crucial as the team looks to navigate their way through the group stage and beyond. With Arsenal aiming for success both domestically and in Europe, Sterling's leadership and skill will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in their campaign. And finally, let's wrap up with some transfer news focusing on Chelsea's interest in Barcelona's Jules Koundé. As Chelsea look to bolster their squad ahead of the January transfer window, one name that has emerged as a potential target is Barcelona's versatile defender Jules Koundé. The 25-year-old French international, who can play both as a centre-back and right-back, is seen as an ideal fit for Chelsea's defence, particularly given the ongoing injury issues surrounding Reece James. James has been sidelined since August with a hamstring injury, leaving Chelsea short on options at right-back. Although Malo Gusto has performed admirably in James's absence, the club is reportedly seeking additional reinforcements, and Koundé's ability to play multiple roles in defence makes him an attractive option. However, signing Koundé may prove to be a difficult task. Barcelona has made it clear that the defender is not for sale, with the club's sporting director Deco stating that they are unwilling to part with any of their key players. Koundé is under contract until 2027, and his importance to Flick's side makes a January transfer highly unlikely. Despite Chelsea's interest, this appears to be a complicated operation, and it remains to be seen whether the Blues can convince Barcelona to part with one of their defensive stars. In conclusion, these 5 stories highlight the ever-evolving nature of football, from the emergence of young talents like Tyrique to the high-stakes transfer battles involving players like Jules Koundé. Chelsea continues to be at the heart of football's biggest narratives, and as the season progresses, these developments will undoubtedly shape the club's future trajectory. Stay tuned for more updates on these fascinating stories.